Marshall.
Hi, my name is Marshall, and I'm one of the actors with the Strindberg Laboratory, and the video and then the presentation after the video is of my 7-year journey with the Strindberg Laboratory, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy the presentation that has been prepared for you tonight from the beginning when I met the Strindberg Laboratory and today. And so enjoy the video, and thank you very much for logging on. Bye. I'll be back.
Okay, now we have to do this.
Say something. Say anything. Just don't leave me standing here. Say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on
I'm giving up on you. 27 years in an addiction. I would have been the
I'll
one
be the one
if you wanted me
want
to.
me to.
12 years in prison. My family gone. All of my friends gone.
Anywhere
Anywhere you would
would
have
have
gone,
followed you.
I would have followed you. Just say something.
Say something,
I'm giving up on
I'm
you.
giving up on you.
And what do I have left? Nothing. On the streets.
And
I'm feeling so
I'm
small.
feeling so small.
You have nothing to say. I'm through. I'm
What's
finished. It's over my head. And it's time for me to say
Nothing at
goodbye.
all.
Because I didn't know anything. I put everything that I had into you.
And I will stumble and fall.
I'm getting back up. I'm moving forward with my
Still
life.
learning to
I'm still
love.
learning to call. Just say something, anything. I'm just here by myself now. Say something. Anything.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
You guys just come in with them. Okay. And it's 8-4.
We're filming all of this.
Beautiful.
So that might go with your.
Absolutely. What do you think?
Wow.
Look at
snazzy.
this.
I love. You have a French balcony. That's. That's
Oh, very nice.
Isn't this nice, you guys? And I made sure that you guys.
Oh my God, you cooked.
Oh, and look, we got dessert for you.
This is nice, Marshall.
Oh, lovely.
Really
Thank you so
great.
much.
Oh my God, look at this.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice people because they
It
were
has been
really.
It has been a long time coming. We are at 2424
Yeah.
Wilshire Boulevard. Let me just, and you guys, this color in this orchid, that
Yes, it does.
is just flawless.
Very
So
nice.
this is where we're at, 2424 Wilshire Boulevard, and I moved here from Skid Row, 7th and Central. And what I had to go through there was totally different than here, but I get a chance to express my artistic abilities in every facet.
Orchid.
And yeah.
Oh, another orchid.
Yeah.
So we're not the first visitor.
No, I
Sounds-
bought those.
Oh, you bought those.
I bought those because this yellow color, the center of the flower accentuates the smile.
Yeah, it's a
So
great
every
photo
little
of your
detail
mom.
in here, you're gonna see like this line
very
here
nice.
goes with the line there. And the thing about this painting, I'm just gonna share this with you guys. So each one of these lighters represents a day in 2012 to 2013 that I was smoking, and of smoking crack. These lighters here with the silver band still on them were good days. These lighters with the silver band off were bad days. And then when I got down here towards the ending of the year, this is where I had to go get people that didn't know how to smoke, and they basically supported my habit for those lighters. But this piece has a lot of significant meaning for me. It's a very emotional piece. I think that I met you guys in jail.
I know.
It's
I know.
crazy. It's just
Marshall.
crazy. This is so beautiful. I love
Aw,
this.
no
I
problem.
just love it.
I'm really.
So I first met Mary and Michael at the Los Angeles County Jail, and I was in the dorms, and they made a general announcement on the PA system that there was an acting class, and because I had 30 years prior to hearing that announcement, I was a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I actually still am, but I just have to pay my dues, and I wanted to be a part of it, so I jumped up and I ran to it was one of the 10 people that they allowed to the class, because they allowed, I think, 10 or 5 people per dorm, and I was able to make it to the dorm and participate in the class.
So what do you remember what we did when you were there?
I remember we did a stretching exercise, and we made these noises which I thought were really inappropriate, taking in consideration that I was in a specific population of the jail, and of noises they go along with a lifestyle, and I thought that it was kind of weird, but I went along with it, and it was fun.
And if there's even more, you can shout out, folks. And make sound. Make sound. Lucas, make sound.
I was probably reading like a news announcer, because I always loved the way that the people like Dan Rather, all of these newscasters that I have seen over the years, Ted Koppel, and when they move, they inflect their voice and things like that. So I don't necessarily think that I was improvising. I was just trying to impress you guys with my reading so that I would get whatever the top billing was. I wanted the competitive.
It was
Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin Ghost shrieking out Romeo did spit his body upon the writer's point. Stay, time out, stay! Romeo, 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 here's a drink I drink to thee!
And that's pretty much, that's
Right.
kind of how that.
right. So when we first met, you went to Volunteers of America,
I
and
did
we
end
met
up
there
on
again.
Skid Row
Yeah.
at Volunteers of America at 6th and San Pedro, and that's where we met again at the Volunteers of America program on the 9th floor.
Yeah,
Right.
When I was
And then-
smoking cocaine, there was this rap that I would always listen to, and it's called Night of the Living Bassheads. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It goes,
Talking about bass.
bass, how low can you go? Death row. What a brother know once again, back is the incredible, the rhyme animal, the invincible, deep public enemy #1. 5 votes say free, and I got none. Can I tell them that I really never had a gun? But it's a wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell because my records ain't selling. My
What?
brother like me said, well,
Well.
fair comes a prophet, and I think you ought to listen to
What?
what he can do for you. What you ought to do is follow. But now, how do the people say?
Huh?
That's it.
We just trying to make it out the hood, bruh. The struggling, so we hustling. Them 9 to 5s ain't hiring, so he struggling and he hustling. 'Cause them 9 to
Class, you disappeared to your room, and then you came back, and you were dressed up in this, always in a different color.
Yes.
Like you were. We have a. Luckily,
video.
we have
That's
a
good
lot
that
of
you guys
material.
got some footage of that.
We-
A lot of things that I have in my life, and I don't deny or confirm that I've done anything. You know, you had to have been there or caught it on film in order for me to be able to.
I'm from St. Louis, and I'm trying to find out where the boulevard is so I can get some money, girl.
So stand up. So stand up and start hustling.
Yeah, really? Come here, girl. Okay, 10. So do you have 8, size 8? Size 8, size 9, and size 10, and bring them in 3 different colors, okay? So you go ahead and go get that in the back right quick. I'll just be waiting for you.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there. This is Beverly Hills.
I swear some of y'all minds gone. And the preacher yelling money for the church, but he on the Bentley sitting on church and the buzz. And right now it's looking like his last supper, cause Mary Magdalene they got his gritty ass up. But you can't go hard on her, life is hard enough. We just trying to make it out the hood, bruh. The struggling, so we hustling. Them 9 to 5s ain't hiring, so he struggling and he hustling. Cause them 9 to 5s
There he is. Dun 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 dun.
Perfect
Dun,
on time.
dun,
And you
dun.
were worried about all of that stuff, Michael.
On time. We could
I told
have. We
Michael
could
if
have
he
started 30 minutes
I
ago.
told Michael, if he calls Mary one more time, I'm throwing the phone out the window. Hey!
Remember, we had all
do.
your art. Like
I remember.
every performance, we had different artworks, but the whole lobby, the whole theater was
Right.
covered your art.
Right, and I remember that, and that made me feel really good. That like made me believe that my dream was coming alive, and to see my artwork there, and I'm getting an opportunity to perform. Hey, Karen, girl, you don't get that money, girl. I was a shoplifter. I played the negligent mother that would beat the kids and
That's right.
was real harmful to the kids.
And you played the
pimp.
guy, the pimp. Oh yeah,
played the
that
pimp.
was yeah, that was.
And the funny thing about it is, these different roles that I played, when I was young, I ran into all of these different people. So I knew how to draw from that experience and put it into a performance that was realistic. And I think that's why that particular play was successful as far as I was concerned, you know. And then with the other cast members coming from various backgrounds, we were able to really zoom in on the truth in regards to what people were able to see. I actually love the scene where I was able to recreate some of the memories that I have of going into these stores shoplifting and having this interaction with the salesperson where they know that I'm stealing. I know that they know that I'm stealing, but we're going to play this, you know, we're going to play this a certain way, and I'm going to walk out here with your shit, because I would always tell the salespeople, well, honey, I only came here to pick a few things up, and then I'm going to leave, but I'm not paying for the fucking thing. I'm not paying for shit.
I think
You're my first customer. Yeah, and you know, only we you know, each live there
Just a minute,
is so
sweetie.
dark.
Sweetie,
And
just a minute.
And you know, men are
Okay, just a minute. Let's
establish
establish a boundary right here. The customer's already right. Just a minute.
Sure.
Yes.
Men are youth. I tell you, men
You know
are
what?
youth in Finland. It's hard
Honey,
to
you said this is your
explain
first day
Yeah.
working in this fabulous store all by yourself?
Yeah.
And you're from Finland? So you've
I'm
only
from
been in
Finland, you
there?
know. And I've been
Just a
on the
minute, my
week here,
phone's
and
ringing.
I met her now.
My phone is ringing. Just a minute. I'll be right there. I have
I
an
just want
emergency
to ask
call.
you a question. Yeah.
Hello? Hello, girl. Look. This bitch is sitting up in here. It's her first day, and she's from Finland, baby. She's from across the pond, as the queen would say. Yes. You know I'm going to get her ass. It's going to be a hacky sack. These shoes in size 10 in this color. not a musician, but I'm definitely a rock star.
You're a rock star?
Yes.
My name is Mary. R.I.
Mary, baby, listen, I'd love to talk to
It
you.
means ocean. It's like la mer
Okay.
in French,
Yes.
although there's I in the end.
Oh, that's good.
And can I take it?
No pictures.
I don't have the money yet. I was out there.
Carrie,
I was out there all night and there was no.
what are you talking about? You don't have the money. Bitch, you've been out there for 4 fucking hours.
And there's nobody out there.
What do you there's nobody out there, bitch, huh? The fuck is wrong with you? I'll bust your whole fucking head up. Every time you come up in here, you're asking me for fucking dope and shit. Huh? What the fuck is wrong with you, Carrie? Huh?
Oh God, I'm sorry.
What do you mean you're fucking sorry? I'm not trying to hear that shit. Huh? Bitch! Cancel. Go ahead and have a seat. And what we do here at the If You Recover Recovery Home is this is basically an intake. So I need to take your name. What's your last name?
Hardy.
Hardy.
No, Hardy, not hard.
Hardy. Like a Hardy meal. 2014. You just now got out of the penitentiary?
Yeah, we got a Chino State Prison.
How long did you do?
10 years.
10 years. Wow.
Yeah, 10 years.
That's a long time. You must be really hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I bet you are. The program?
Yeah.
The program does, but it's locked up right
So
now.
after you take the picture, you're going to delete that later, ain't you?
No, this is actually for the program. They're going to take it from my program, put it in the computer, and we're going to print it out, put it on the wall. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be in my personal file. A side picture. I forgot to ask, do you have any tattoos?
Well, man.
What the hell? Marshall, you play counselor again? Get the hell out of my house!
It's over my head. And it's time for me to step aside. Because I didn't know anything. I put everything that I had into you.
And
Who else? Who else wants to speak? Anybody? Or is that
I
it?
just want to say, you know, I am so grateful to be here, and I'm really sorry that my mom couldn't have made it. But I want to thank God, and I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity, because I met Mary and Michael last year in the Los Angeles County Jail.
Wow.
And if it weren't for them getting on that microphone saying that, you know, there's an acting class, and I was like, an acting class in jail? I said, you know, all these trannies are running around acting and stuff like that. So I went, and I gave it a chance. And this is what happens when you give yourself a chance.
That's right.
And just and let hope do something for you in your life.
Oh, that horse sweating tears and crying.
Red. I need red. Classic for dope. There we go. Mind, bro, huh? I swear some of y'all minds gone. In the preaching, yelling money for the church, but he on the Bentley sitting on church and numbers. And right now it's looking like his last up. Cause Mary Magdalene got his pretty ass up. Bitch, we go on earth like this holy earth. We just trying to make it out the hood, bro. The struggle, so we hustle.
Good. Marshall, you go out here. It's the only thing that's fine. The only thing I'm worried about is that
Nobody's walking out. I'm not walking out.
everything is as long as I'm saying as long as that doesn't we're not looking crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because it's fine.
Okay.
There's plenty. We have
That's all
more
right.
than enough
All
tonight.
right. Okay, Mary. You know I want your mom to come there. You know that's important to you. It's important to me, okay? So I'll make sure it happens. You don't have to, you know? Alright, that's all I was saying is I just couldn't deal with it because you were, you know what I mean? But
I'm not going to do anything to mess this up.
Marshall, I know how important your mom is, so I'm going to make sure, you know, I'm down with that, alright?
The run-through can't take 2 hours.
No, I'll take it down because the lights.
So good.
You like my speaker hat?
You guys know all the crap.
Have you guys ever seen one before? And then my mother was able to come. I was really happy. I think my aunt was able to be there as well, and some other family friends and family members. So it was really an exciting time for me, and I just love the fact that I was able to participate. I mean, the Strindberg Laboratory, once again, Mary and Michael
gave me an opportunity to realize some lost hopes and realize some dreams that can actually come true.
I remember you had this luggage, and you had all your costumes because you had some great costumes. For some actors, we had to make costumes, but
Right.
you had your own, and you were in the back.
I saw an opportunity for me to shine. So, I'm very creative. I love clothes. I love to be creative.
I got a lot of family out there, so I'm excited. My niece, brother that passed away, his daughter is there, his wife. We'll see what happens. I'm just really looking forward to giving a good performance.
And when that opportunity presented itself, I seized the moment.
Yeah.
Carpe diem, seize the day.
Carpe diem. Yes, and then.
I didn't know that they were killing hamsters. So we're gonna have
This way.
What was it like to see Marshall after all those years of kind of struggling, pain, stuff?
Let me tell you, I had to fight back the tears. I said, don't sit up here and start bawling. So here's my son doing this. He finally got serious. Because, people get into drugs, they get to be flipped. It's an easy life for them, so they think having fun. They focus on having fun. But as it says in the good book, it might be fun for a while. Sin might be fun for a while, but hey, you'll regret it later on. You see what I'm saying? But he fought the good fight, baby. He fought the good fight.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Michael, okay, so
When I dropped you off at the
so
crack dealer's
there was
house,
there was a time that I relapsed.
you relapsed at the VOA, you got thrown out, you were living at your mom's.
Right, I went back to my mom's
Right.
house, and I think that you guys were trying to get in contact with me or something.
No, we did one last show. We did it at the VOA, remember? For that Stand Up for Veterans.
We did, yes.
Oh, that one.
And you had promised us the $200 or
that
the
was
50,
in
whatever it
Vortex.
whatever it was,
200.
whatever it
50
was,
bucks.
it was
It was
$50.
50, yeah.
So I needed the money, and I needed you to take me to the dope man so I could get the money, because I had called the dope man. I said, look, man, this motherfucker's bullshitting. I don't know what he's doing. I told you I was going to be there. I know I'm 2 hours late. Please wait, because I have the money, and you dropped me off. I went and got the dope, and then you dropped me off at my mom's house.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's how that went.
And then it was about how long till the
Jails.
birds? It was like, I'll never forget Marshall coming in to the temple, the first temple, wearing a cat tight. I don't know, was it a cheetah print?
Yes, it
like
was.
Cheetah
Cheetah
print. Your ass was like just
Out.
there with your legs, and you had like a little flashy thing, and you came in. I was like, oh my god, this guy's hustling. And I was like,
He knew I was turning trick.
oh, you were my
You know,
man.
he just knew it.
And we had those two.
But I
two
wasn't. I
ladies
wasn't. That
there.
was
We
just
had-
my outfit. That was, because I like to wear certain types of
All
clothes.
the other birds going that way. I'm telling you guys, you gotta flap our wings harder and get a hold of them so that we don't miss them.
Going the same direction.
Listen to
There's
all the
got to
birds.
be a
Listen.
reason.
It's a sound.
They must know what they're doing. They must know why
Do
they're
you hear
going
the other
there.
birds?
Guys, it's not.
Do you hear the other birds?
It can be.
That whole time.
I probably was
Yeah,
using.
you were not many times in the rehearsals, but we
Right,
had like
so-
a cast that changed like 10 times during those rehearsals when
Yeah.
we were
So
developing the
how'd you
story.
get the birds? What do you remember about the birds?
I remember the birds. I was also using during the birds, and I was just trying to do this. I was trying to stay focused on this performance, and I remember struggling with trying to stay clean and trying to do the performance, and the addiction basically won.
Opera, you can do any sound you want, Marshall.
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
Of you in the moonlight, has she forgotten the pavement in the night? No.
Good.
We are the birds, we We are the birds, we are the birds, and one day we're going to be free. We are the birds, we are the birds, we are the birds, and we're flying towards our victory. Will the force be with me?
Hey, reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself!
The shoes.
Oh, or did I give you, because I had
Michael
extra-
gave me the $60 to buy the shoes.
Oh,
he
really?
was complaining about it being $60. I said, motherfucker, it's $30 a shoe. Wait till you see the shoes, Michael. I need the shoes. And so he got the shoes, and I was real happy about that. And I used those shoes because when I walked in, I think that I made a hell of a statement when I walked in.
Are these the two suckers that woke me up from my neck?
The Birds was just a really crazy play to go along with a real crazy script that was written by
Aristophanes.
Aristophanes.
Well, we rewrote it because it was current policies from 2,500 years ago. So we converted it. Yes, we adapted it.
So
to,
that was a live performance adaptation.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was zany to say the least. And I played a lot of different roles in that as well.
You did a loan shark. I remember that.
I did the loan shark. I did the Bird King.
You were the rabbi. You did
the rabbi.
I did the Hava Nagila
Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hele Shaka Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava Narana Hele Shaka. I'm a loan shark. You better have my money, and when I give you a price, you better pay it. It's not funny. I'm a loan shark. I said the bitch better have my money.
Yeah, get your dumb ass.
Cheney.
It was just a wonderful opportunity, in spite of going through active addiction, to do something completely different.
All his life, but it wasn't until he went to jail that he finally got his chance.
Imagine there's no heaven.
It's easy, and now that he's out, he's performing with the Strindberg Lab on stages all around Los Angeles. May says the program has been a lifeline, despite criticism from some of his friends back on the cell block.
Oh, child, you know you're not going to do this. And I mean, what do you think? You're going to be on the Academy Awards next
Life
year?
is giving his life new purpose. In downtown Los Angeles, Angie Crouch, NBC4 News.
The rest of her life just to take care of him.
I don't have a chance.
Yeah.
It's almost as though what I'm doing here might not seem like it's important, but to me, as the artist, where you might not see what would be considered a flaw or maybe a mistake, or to me it's very important to have these kind of things detailed, because when the colors are mixing, as far as I'm concerned, they have to be exact. It either has to be an exact mix or just an absolute color. And that kind of stuff is very important in regards to what it is I'm trying to achieve in terms of the work. The visual aspect of the work. A lot of these things, when you see the lips and things, remind me of an actress that was kind of before our time. Guess who? Everything that I'm doing now is kind of really meant to highlight from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? It's different, huh?
It looks great. It's really fantastic.
I think that it's turning into something really smashing.
It's amazing.
And each time I get an opportunity to work, something different is going to come out of it. I've got to do a little bit more, but this is that's a tile piece right there.
Oh, wow.
And here's another piece. Now my brother placed these outside and they got damaged. So I have to redo them.
Right. But they look great. I mean, it's like a,
Yeah, they have to be redone. So
wow. Yeah, that probably. Wow, those are great.
and I have to place protection over them. Let's see. This one is Obama. You can hardly see him, but he's there.
They look like old, Greek tiles.
Yeah.
Since they're like a worn out.
I'm actually glad that I saw that just now. And this one has yet to be done. Oh no, there's a face on it. There's an impression of a face. So I have a lot of work. My art has a tendency to be somewhat spiritual, sexual overtones, very colorful, very imagination. I feel sometimes that I'm not really that good of an artist because I don't have a formal education in it, but this is something that I've learned how to do myself. The books that I showed you that my mom has been exposing me to now, this is just what I've done. Years ago I had taken some art classes, but they were more focused on acting. At this particular time, I did take an art class in 2019, and I got an A in the class. So that was really good for me. 1 year from today, I hope to be in a position where I'm able to have created artwork that is not only something that collectors would like to be able to collect, but that I'm able to sell to generate money to further my artistic pursuits in terms of just being a professional artist. Cross that threshold and now have artwork that I can put on the market to sell, to say that this is an artist, this is his work, this is where he's going. People are collecting it and make a living. It doesn't necessarily have to be a super luxurious lifestyle or anything. All of this creative energy that I have into the world, so that I can leave my mark. I can say, hey, I'm here, I exist. These are some of the struggles that I had. I leave a Thomas Guide to life, and that's what I like to do.
Hold on. Hold on a second, Marshall. Here we go. Okay.
Good evening, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video presentation of the journey that I've been on. It's just one of the many journeys. Right now, I'm going to give you kind of like an example into the process by which it is I go about painting, and I'm just gonna go get started. So I like to work in an environment that's big. I like to work in an environment that has a lot of space, because art is very visual and it's important to have light. So natural light is always best. Here in the studio, the lighting is a little bit different and we're making an accommodation. However, I am going to still be able to paint because I live, breathe, think, see, hear, taste, smell, color. And so what I usually do, and I've prepped this canvas, I start off with a canvas and I put gesso on the canvas and then I paint it, and you can see here is a blue line, and this is going to be one of the themes that you will always see in my work. And then I just start with, a basic color. In this case where I would usually use black, I'm going to use this pink color. And I'm going to put it onto the palette there. Grab a brush. Mix some water. Got to get it in real good. Have you guys ever seen Bob Ross? Yeah, good. So I make sure that I've got enough color on the brush so that it can translate to the canvas. And I'm working rather quickly, so but this is kind of like the process by which I go about painting. I just wouldn't be explaining it to anybody and looking back, but I see you guys out. I see you guys out there, and I hope that I'm able to convey some of the stuff that I'm doing. My work is really colorful. It has a lot to do with spirituality. It has a lot to do with connections and the way that I see the world, the way that the world expresses itself to me. There is sexuality in my work. There are thoughts and ideas. So I always am putting things in the work that you have to really kind of like take a look at the work and see, and it's up to the individual to be able to determine what it is that they're looking at, because I don't necessarily give you visual clues to check it out. But there it goes. For me, when I paint the space, both negative and positive, the colors all speak to me and they kind of like guide the brush. Like I might get a space to say, put some color over here. So I put some. Usually I paint and listen to music. I like a wide variety of music. And really, the bottom line is, I enjoy myself. This is what I love to do. I love to be able to create. I love beautiful environments and beautiful things. And when I get a chance to experience that, it kind of like takes things away. So whatever is going on with the world, whatever might be going on with my life, that might be negative or something that could be depressing, when I paint, I'm absolutely taken into a completely different space, and I get a chance to experience life in a completely different way. You guys might be wondering, what is he doing and where is this going? And let me tell you, it's kind of like a Thomas guide in color. And I'm going to ask my friend Thomas to come up here and put a line. I'm going to give you a color, and I want you to do it in the color of black. And I'm going to give you a brush, Thomas. Okay. Here's the brush that you're going to use. Okay. And I'm going to put the black on here. Let me do that first. And then I'm going to have you just draw a line. And watch out for the water. There's some black paint. And just go ahead and put the brush in there. And I want you to do just a line anywhere on the canvas you want to. Any kind of line at all? Any kind of line at all. Feel free. Be free. Because paint is about, and if you have to use more color until you get a line that you can see from a distance. So if it takes you a minute to put that line on there, just put that line on there. And I am going to work with the line that Thomas has put on to the canvas. Might not be immediate. I might have to revisit this painting and show you guys later because it takes time for the, okay, so is that it? See, he likes it, that's good. I love it when people are creative because with art, you can't make a mistake. All you have to do is just create and allow the colors, the space, the light to kind of guide you in terms of where to put the colors and the shapes and things. All right. Thank you very much. You guys, let's give Thomas a hand. A theme that you will always see with my work is eyes. I really am into the senses, so the mouth, the nose, the eyes, the ears, the hands, and the feet. It allows us to be able to connect to the world and to experience life the way that life has been created, for us to be able to be these vessels that get a chance to experience the world through our senses. The smell of a beautiful tree, the birds chirping through the air, a vivid blue sky, a vivid or a dull gray sky with rain coming down. We get to hear the sound and feel it and smell it and see it. All of it's amazing to me. So after I finish painting, and I let it dry because I have to paint in series of, let the paint dry. What ends up happening is that I will end up with this. So that's kind of like my process. So after I let that dry, then I go back, and throughout the days or the weeks that the length of time that it takes me to continue to create the piece of work that I'm doing, I will end up with something that will look like that. And as you can see, there's a lot of visual information in the piece. I leave it up to the viewer's interpretation, because I don't ever want to influence or tell you how to see. I want you to be able to see, and I want the vision that you have inside of you to be quickened and awakened by what it is that I have been able to create, and that's kind of like what my artwork does. And so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have, and I want to thank the Strindberg Laboratory for the opportunity to be on Facebook Live, and I would like to thank my other actors that work with the Strindberg Laboratory, and all of the people, and the sound people, everybody that's involved, and thank you guys very much.
Up and then you say bye, because people know that there's actually people here. It's important post-COVID. All right, everybody get as close as they can, because it's not a wide.
Yeah, Marshall.
Closer. Well, I can change it. Yeah. All right, on one.
This.
1, 2, 3, say bye-bye.
Bye. Nice to see you.